Hello, I'm back again with the Casio protrek. This is the 2500T. The last video I did, I had an issue with the charging. I couldn't get it to reach high charge. It's a solar watch, so it's now on high charge. It's reading high charge there. So you got low, medium and high. And I bought the watch and I put it in the window for quite some time, 2 or 3 days, and it went to a medium charge and I couldn't get it to go to high. And then I had a message from somebody on YouTube that said try putting the watch in the window for a week, and I put it in the window for an extra day, and lo and behold, it's now on high, and it's been on high ever since. So I'd like to thank that person for giving me that piece of information. So I'll do a quick review on this watch now, just show you the functions. So this is what is known as an ABC watch. So you got altimeter, barometer and compass. So you got 6 buttons. You got the mode button, adjust, light, altimeter, barometer and compass, and you've got the sensor there. So this is a multi-band 6, tough solar as it says there, triple sensor on the band or bracelet, and it's got protrek there etched in the band, and it's got protrek on the buckle as well. So now I thought this was a rubber back, but it's not, it's plastic. Let's just open the clasp, press the buttons to open the strap. Yeah, I thought that was rubber, but it's not, it's plastic. It's a very comfortable watch. So it's titanium, the strap is titanium, the case is titanium, which makes it very light. So let's quickly go through the features. So press the mode button, and we've got the tide graph. So if you press the altimeter button, it will go through the days, and that will go backwards, forwards and backwards. And if you push the, I think it's the middle button, yeah, push the barometer button, and you can go through the different hours of the day, showing you what the tide is there. And you've got the pressure sensor here, and generally if that's going up like it is now, you know you're in for good weather. And if it's going down, gone into, that's record mode, and you got alarm. So you've got 5 alarms plus an hourly signal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no snooze alarm. And the next we have stopwatch. So 24-hour stopwatch, and it shows you the current time in every mode, which is quite useful. Next we have a countdown timer. So as you see, it's showing its current time again. And to reset that, press the barometer button and you get a progress beeper at the end. I think at about the last minute it beeps, gives you an audible beep, and the last few seconds. So you can switch that on or off by pressing the barometer button, and reset using the compass button. Next we have world time. It's currently set for Sydney. So same again, showing the current time in my home city. So you can scroll forwards using the altimeter button, and you can go backwards using the compass button. So the compass button and the altimeter button are to change the values. So next we have radio control. So it received a signal at 2 minutes past 2 this morning. So there's the little marker there in the corner that shows you that the watch synced last night. And back to home time. And at the top you've got the moon phase, and you've got the day, and that little marker at the top is, I've got the buttons muted, so that means when you press it, or press the buttons, that it doesn't beep, there's no sound. So it's like a little musical symbol with a bar through it. So then you got the tide graph. You got the PS indicator down at the bottom there. So basically after about 10 PM at night, when it's completely dark, the screen switches off. To wake the screen up in the mornings, you either press any button or you tilt the watch like so, and it brings the watch back to life. So let's move on to the sensors. Altimeter. So altimeter, wait a couple of seconds, still showing the current time, and that is right from where I live. So I am about 325 feet from above sea level, and that's correct, but you have to adjust this feature from time to time because of the change in air pressure. So yeah, the next we have barometer. So still showing the current home time, showing the temperature there, 25 Celsius, 25.1 Celsius, which is probably not correct because I've been wearing it on my wrist. To get an accurate reading, you need to leave it off your wrist for at least 20 minutes. So this bar here, if it goes up, it generally means that the weather's getting better, and if it drops below, it means that the weather's going to deteriorate. The next one is a compass. So you got duplex screen. As you can see, still showing the current time, and you got your this line here, the 3 bars. This always shows north, and you got the other points. It's currently showing I'm facing so this shuts off after 20 seconds to save battery. But you just press it again. You can press it as many times as you like to restart. So you turn the watch, showing your different headings. They're switched off again, so you just press the compass button again. All done to save battery power. Yeah, so that's the compass. So come out of that, and it goes back to home time. And another thing, if you go into press the mode button, I'll just show you. So we're into, that's the current age of the moon there, 16.6 at the top there. So now I'm in tide graph and moon. So if I press and hold the mode button, it goes back to home time instead of having to scroll through all the different menus. So it's quite neat. And we've got a unidirectional rotating bezel. So it go both ways, like so. So yeah, the band is, you got sort of wings there to make it fit nicely on your wrist. It does sit nice on your wrist, nice and comfortable, because it's nice and light. You got the screw, the bracelet is screwed on with screws. Got nice screws there. I actually had to remove 3 links out of the bracelet. I'll give you a word of warning that when removing the links, I've got a link here. There's little collets or spacers that you have to put into the actual link and then put the pin through to keep the pin in. And these collets are very tiny, so I didn't know this when I took the links out. When I pulled the pin out to remove the links, I took the link out and this collet fell out. So, and they're very tiny. And I'm afraid I was going to lose them. The thing is, if you lose them, the strap's going to be useless, because the pin will just fall out and the strap will fall apart and you'll lose your watch. So it took me a little while, a little bit longer than anticipated, to take the links out, but did it in the end. So yeah, so word of warning there when taking the links out. So it's showing the tide graph there. If you press the adjust button, you can clear the tide graph, and it shows the year at the top there. It's showing the year and the month and the date. So if you want to see the tide graph, you just press the adjust button again. But after 24 hours, the tide graph shuts off anyway. So yeah, so that's my quick look at the 2500T protrek. I'll just put it on my wrist. See it on my wrist. So it's nice and comfortable. So there it is on my wrist. So yeah, it's nice and light, like I say. I quite like the watch. I expect it's as good as a G-Shock. It's 200 meters water resistant. I would say multi-band 6. 200 meters water resistant. Tough solar there. Like I said, I thought the case back there, I thought that was rubber, but it's not. It's plastic, which doesn't really matter. The wings are plastic, and you got the sensor there. got the 2 screws. So the sensors are pretty much accurate. Yeah, so I think that's all. You got the backlight. You won't be able to see it now, but you can just see it there. I've got it set for 1.5 seconds. That is changeable. You can change that to 3 seconds. And if you press and hold the light button, you've got an auto light function, which says it's, I don't know if you can see that, it says auto light or auto at the top there. So basically, when you tilt the watch, the light will come on when it's dark, but it won't do it now because it's too light. With the solar watches, it can detect when it's dark and when it's light, so the light won't come on now. So I'll just switch that off again. So you just press and hold, and the light and the auto switch has gone off. So yeah, all in all, a nice, good sturdy watch. I'd recommend this watch. So please subscribe to my channel for more watch videos. So thanks for watching.